Welcome back to Pole Barn Garage, where I'm here at Puddin's Fab Shop. This is Puddin.
Oh, I didn't know if I was supposed to talk. I was gonna let you take it.
You can talk.
Howdy.
Buff. And
Theodore.
Dog. I bought this El Camino at CTC Auto Ranch's liquidation auction. They crushed out their whole yard. Well, I bid on a few cars, and I kind of forgot I did that. And then, lo and behold, I won an El Camino for $400 with the title.
Yeah. That's the only thing valuable on it.
It's got a VIN.
This thing is rough.
Yeah.
I went and picked it up, and I kind of did a glance inside, and he's like, well, I can tell it's missing a seat. It's missing way more than a seat.
This thing's a 76, square headlights, first year for square headlights, so it's ugly. They don't look that bad on the outside, but the inside, yeah, that is a problem. Just put that back up and...
begging to be a race car.
Yeah.
Just maybe a temperature gauge.
That's a fancy one with a two-tone. That's a hood latch.
That's good because it don't have one.
Oh,
rear axle has no oil.
Wait, what? Oh God, it's had the fluids drained.
That's good for rust prevention.
That's what you want.
But Amino, because she's missing everything else.
This car sucks.
It sucks.
Who bought this?
I thought you were saying that nice by just saying it sucks. Here, let me pop the hood for you. It come with a VIN and title. We had to scoop it up.
Please cut the VIN out of it. Oh, look at there.
All right.
That's the one glimmer of hope for this
got
thing.
An engine.
That's a little concerning.
Nah.
Why did they remove those? And where did the screws go? Everything's still here, which is pretty good considering it's in a junkyard.
Pretty solid vacuum plugs, I noticed.
Yeah,
So,
well, I would have done the same.
Pretty common.
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can tell it has good work.
Oh, look at that.
How long was the transmission ran with the cooler lines looped? We don't know. It ain't spun yet. It will.
I'll bet it has no oil.
Oh, it's got to have oil. That's all dry as I'm ripping it out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's
Oh, yeah,
full
you're
of
good.
oil.
She's got an HEI and a quadrabog. How bad could it be?
Oh hell, it'll run.
I lied to you. There is a latch.
I'll be damned.
Nice.
Hell, this thing's mint condition.
It just don't function like the rest of the car.
Well, I don't know what your game plan is, Puddin'. We got somewhere to put this thing?
Mi casa, su casa. Well, not really. You're welcome to my shop. Please don't pop in my house.
We'll get this turd up in the shop there where we can get a better idea of what the hell we're working with. I'll catch you guys up there, I guess. You ever have buyer's remorse? I can already hear you. You're saying, why? Why would you buy that? Well, the thing is, when CTC crushed thousands of cars, it kind of pissed me off. So I wanted to at least save one, you know? That's the one I got. It ain't great, but at least we're gonna put that sumbitch back on the road. You bet on it. Oh, that's scary.
Here, Buff, come hold this.
Put your face up against the sidewall there.
Yeah.
I've lived a long life. It's fine.
Listen to that, dude.
I'm gonna get Puddin' Jr. out of there. There's one place I don't want to hit.
I think it's in neutral. That's good.
Okay.
We ain't gonna be able to push it though. No way. We'll see what happens.
We got some tug power.
Well,
I'll move this, and now that big truck will roll into.
good.
I think she's gonna take a little jerk to get some momentum.
Don't scratch it.
Ready?
There we go. Good enough for now.
Straighter than Mortsky.
That's fact. All right, I've made a list. I checked it once, and
We got a long way to go before we worry about twice.
oh God, it got you.
Hey, that's there too. I found it. Just doing the hang dangle down there in the way,
If it moves,
or if the bolt snaps.
oh yeah, either way.
It's either gonna move. The bolt's getting tighter. Oh, she's spinning.
No, it ain't.
Nope.
No,
Never
it's
mind.
the bolt. All right.
It felt like it gave. That just means that head's getting ready to break off that bolt.
Penetrating lube and lots of it. Try to keep number 1 marked if you can, because I'm lazy.
All right, that's the one I tucked back and everything else.
Perfect.
Got more corrosion than we got carbon.
Oh God. Oh boy. You got a bore scope?
Yeah.
Maybe we get a bore scope. That'll tell us right away what we need to do.
By the end of this video, she's gonna run.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't say it still have this engine in it. I just pulled the big block out of that truck I cut down, so maybe she gets a 454 instead.
That's all corrosion.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, this exhaust manifold is cracked in half.
Minor details, folks.
I don't know why we need this, but
To see how good it looks in there. If you're gonna get a borescope, my buddy bought this for me. She's the T-Schlong or something, but watch this. So she got the custom wiggle tip.
hang on, I'm gonna take that for a minute.
Yeah. Don't smell that tomorrow morning. I mean, the
Well.
cylinder wall's respectable.
Look at that cross hatching.
A little bit of carbon and
No, that's actually not bad.
corrosion, but nothing.
Wait a minute here.
From what the plugs were looking like,
Yeah.
that looks way
Wasn't that-
more. Oh yeah, mine aren't in order.
Mine aren't either. My side was worse. Let's look at that.
Let's wiggle the tip for good luck.
Oh shit. Oh wait.
Oh.
That's the ground.
I found the exhaust manifold. We were both going, damn, that looks bad. I mean, that's
No, actually,
respectable.
nah, she'll run.
Look at that thing. And there literally is the cross hatching right up. See it right there? Yeah. Yeah.
Working your way back there.
Number 4.
Yeah, number 4 ain't looking so good. I think I called that one over there number 6. I'm working on other stuff. Yeah, not working on Chevrolets, am I?
Oh boy.
Yeah,
That's bad, but
that's kind of bad.
I seen worse.
All right, the wiggle tip's nice till you can't hit the hole. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So much for cross hatching on that one.
No cross hatchet left in that, but oh,
I'm sure the valves up there look fine too.
oh,
If we could find them.
oh.
Let's quit looking around.
No, I don't want to know anymore. We just
We've seen enough.
let's soak the son of a gun. It's got a shot.
It does.
Oh, we're gonna need a lot more than that.
Good news. I've got a horde. One per cylinder.
I don't want to put a motor in this thing, but
Yeah.
if we have to,
Yeah, so we'll really see if the PB blast is about it.
yeah, we just need something to creep in there. You get it to break free, then you break all the rings off, and then the valve snaps off, and then you put another engine in. I've been here before.
Solid order.
I didn't see that on the parts list over there.
Engine?
New engine.
It'll be on there later.
You got your Sharpie in your pocket.
Yeah, we can write that.
All right, well, we got this baby marinating. I dumped a gallon of transmission fluid down the carb. We got the carb freed up a little. I got a term for a car like this. I think they call it a parts car. I think when it's parked in a junkyard,
It's scrap.
salvage. Salvage, that's the word I'm looking for.
If you had that and you told me you needed this just in case you needed something, I'd be like, makes sense.
Yeah.
But when you said you were bringing that and leaving with this, I was like, it's pole barn, it makes sense.
I'm gonna go with no.
No movement.
This is not looking very good. We are, it's a Chevy. The balancer bolt on a Chevy is this pissant little tiny thing, 1/2-inch thread. You will break it. So we're gonna get underneath there, get on the flex plate where we get a little more leverage on it. This might break free with like days of soaking. We don't have that. It would be quicker for us to install another engine.
Just need one of them, right?
Just need one of them.
We pulled it out of the perfectly good running wagon we drove down.
Absolutely not. I still might need that. This thing's in remarkably poor condition. I mean, my God.
Don't stroke that thing too much.
I've bought some bad cars in my day, but geez, don't.
I'm glad we could present it to you here in Oklahoma.
No rust holes in the oil pan. I have seen that one. So I'm gonna take all the positive vibes I can get my hands on right now. Does anybody want an El Camino? Engine's been rebuilt.
See?
It's got orange spray paint on the flex plate. That means it's been rebuilt.
That's what I like to hear.
You're like the other person I know that has one of these.
Mortsky sent that to me
Man.
because he got tired of using my pry bars. Oh. Oh, yeah, I like where the teeth on that flex plate's whammied.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
I'm sure just the starter did shim.
It's got nothing to do with what's going on here. I don't think this is going to work. I think there's something wrong with it.
Pull harder.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, that's the problem. You're on them wheels. Kick that creeper out.
God,
That trans fluid will help suction cup you to the floor. You push so hard your babies are going to be born naked.
Wait a minute, did it move?
No.
Okay, so as it needs a motor. Let's try to find a motor and a transmission, but at least a motor. I think that's giving it solid effort, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Full rebuild coming soon. This baby here is a classic.
I can think of a 4-letter word that describes this car well. Starts with S, ends with T, shot.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I'm kind of in the pits about this.
You're in the right place, my friend. So this is a 73. It was a long bed. We just cut it down and color matched it. So anyways, obviously no longer a long bed. It was on a 2-wheel drive chassis. It was a factory big block truck. And now it has a LS in it. So roast me in the comments. This is a build we're doing for my dad. He wasn't supposed to get this body originally, but now he's getting this body, and we're left with what came out of it, which was the big block that we got running. The 454 was stuffed full of rust, but in the end, she got running and going. So I'm saying there's a little potential there.
And you know what the best thing about guys who LS swap things is they leave the best engines behind for guys like me.
Yeah, I don't personally care about a big block. In fact, I told him I about hauled this off the other day, except I had this empty spot, so I was like, well, let me throw it there anyhow. And then he goes, what do you got for motor around here? Anything? Yeah, we got this one.
And the cool thing about living in Chevy land is that 454 bolts onto the same motor mounts, goes in the same hole. And that El Camino, well, not in 76, but 75, I believe, could have came with a 454 from the factory.
Now that I know all that information, I think the price just went up.
That's right. I'm gonna give Puddin here $9,000 for this big block.
Damn.
And
All right.
you know, I only gave $7,000 for the car.
Right.
So I mean, once I'm into that, hell, it ought to sell for $300 or $400.
1,500. I was aiming high. I was trying to sell it for you.
Not only we got the big block, we got Turbo 400, and it's a short tail Turbo 400 because it's a truck. It's interesting. This is a companion flange kind of deal here. This just unbolts, slides right off, and then you've got a Turbo 400. We could use the Turbo 350. I'd be down to try it in the car, but
This is already together.
this is here.
We could swap this into the Blazer chassis I have, and then the El Camino leaves 4-wheel drive.
Buff and I just got back from supper, and I am completely renewed on the El Camino here because I got a plan. I know there's a lot of references on social media that this looks just like some rich guy's El Camino who thinks that $20,000, $50,000 is a budget, and it's not. You want to see a budget drag car? Stay tuned. Let's make a budget drag car. Since she's already in the air, I'm going to crawl into there and start on the drive shaft. Well, hell, it's got a glass pack on it. Come on.
Trying to figure out if you're rebuilding it or what's going on.
Well, mostly I'm getting stabbed, but I tried to remove it. You know, that would be cool.
Oh, okay.
Get out of it.
It sounds like it's going good.
You know what I love? That we're literally parked right next to a lift.
We just have to take it right off the damn lift.
I know.
They're a pain in the ass.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, people are lazy. All right, I need a pry bar?
Pry bar.
This is a factory U-joint.
No.
Yep, it's still got the plastic in it.
Oh, wow.
It's actually still good, too. You think there's any fluid in the trans? Or did they drain it at the junkyard?
I mean, the engine still had oil.
It's dry back here anyway.
Yeah.
At least it won't make a mess yet. I don't want you scratching this hood now.
Alright, we better take good caution
You
here.
put like a moving blanket down.
We may accidentally rip the rest of that off or something.
That's numbers, man. It's asbestos, you get it.
I'm sure it's good for the lungs.
Oh, hell, it broke the windshield.
No. You scratch it, you buy it.
Oh no!
Your damn red tool.
You see how it's falling apart? Real people, real budgets, real tools. The body, there's like 2 screws holding it together. It works, you just gotta hold your tongue just right.
It needs a self-tapper.
All right, off we go. You got insurance?
Something like that.
Oh, God, my leg.
We may need those big ones though.
Just gonna go ahead and restore this piece by piece. Perfect.
I can't get up there. Everybody else has got steppy things.
You're taller than us.
I know, but not that much taller.
How much crap could they possibly connect to one carburetor?
All of it, about 4,000. It is hot over here.
Well, it's that
Who built this shop with the sun right there?
Who parked this El Camino right in the sun?
Why'd you put the sun over here? Yeah, I filled that with premium ATF. We're gonna have to reuse that.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Oh, we should leave her a little bit. Here.
That baby's, there we go.
Just
Let that marinate.
leave that and pretend like it ain't there.
How did that not do anything at all? Oh, hell yeah, right in my eyes. Hell yeah, brother! God, it's been a year. I couldn't be a meth head to save my life. It's gonna take me half an hour to get this cat off of here. Ow! Ow! That's how you use it, right? Don't look at it. Don't look. Don't look. They'll tell us it's the prize. What am I doing? Huh? Stop doing
You
the
are
thing.
not qualified to live in Oklahoma. The police would have been called by now. They were supposed to have that thing and be out of here.
Oh my God!
Most Oklahomans around here match that blade that you're trying to use and gum through that exhaust
There's about
pipe
3
with.
teeth. I'm gonna gum it till it falls off. Yeah. I did it.
You did something. Broke the blade.
Rain, or was that... I know.
Radiator hose. You still got all your fingers?
I was 20/20 when I started. Now I'm more like 20/30.
I got these things called safety glasses. They're just prescription, so he's gonna feel drunk when he puts them on. Better late than never. At least you just lose one eyeball instead of 2.
Oh, cool, man. I always thought I'd look good with an iPad.
Statistics. Let's go, Paul Funyon.
I'm a regular lumberjack. Damn, that son of a bitch is heavy.
Hey, that's some progress.
Hell yeah.
Well, I notice how they pipe that into each other right there for maximum flow. You know, one exhaust pipe should just go in at exactly 90 degrees to the other.
And it's trying to eject itself. But
See these bolt holes right here?
Is that where we're headed?
That's where the big 'em block 'em goes. Well, cross members out.
Yep.
Motor's unbolted. You got a cherry picker?
Yeah. We're gonna have to take this thing off the jack stands.
I think we probably should. It's kind of real high.
2-man jack job coming right up.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna lower the car, he's gonna lower the transmission. We're gonna be in perfect sync harmony.
That's right.
We're not even gonna talk to each other, we're just gonna do it by eyesight
Right.
connection.
Make constant eye contact.
I'm the worst at keeping a straight face.
don't look at me.
Quit making eye contact. Alright, I'm going.
Go. Oh, go faster. Go faster. Go faster.
Not that fast.
Slower. Slower. Dang it.
On a plus side,
Well,
we didn't shove the transmission through the floor because there ain't one.
The fact you both got together and got that accomplished in like 10 seconds is...
That happened way faster than it should have.
yeah, well, you'll note that the engine's leaning back a little bit.
I was gonna say, we definitely kicked it out of the motor mount.
It's right here.
We're just right out of the A-arm. We gotta get on the same page again so we don't knock it off.
Go there.
I hope you didn't come here for grace and precision.
I never got that invitation. I'm thinking, lift?
She's wiggling. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
There!
Done.
Up we go.
Oh, there goes the cap. Okay, nice and broken down.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that didn't survive. Oh, wait. All right, I was
Found all
worried.
the things that are hanging on
Yeah,
us.
so I knew about that, but you got to kind of lift the engine up to get.
I'm sure this is for climate control. That's in tip-top shape.
If you can't tell about the level of caring and love that's going into this vehicle, I mean, you're not paying enough attention.
I'm sure it's going back together with the alternator, so we don't want to tear that up.
No, we need that.
It is all
Well,
clear.
we took such good care of that. I wanted to make sure to disconnect that properly.
Yeah, well, we took the cap off. What's this?
On accident.
What's this?
It's about to be nothing. Done.
Mama. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
What's oh shit?
Remember how I said we needed to disconnect the speedometer cable? Well, hell, we don't even have a speedometer.
Yeah, no, there's nothing in the dash. Oh, don't scratch
Where do we
it.
need these motor mounts. Well, I gotta say, that's pretty good progress for one day.
Not bad considering we didn't even think this is where we were headed.
No. Me and Buff just, I mean, we left at 7:30 this morning, drove all the way here. We've already got the motor out. We've already ruined the car. And should be, I think we can get it reassembled tomorrow.
I'll have to say the most impressive thing I've seen out of y'all so far is the level of work output after eating that Chinese food.
It's called desperation.
Dedication and desperation.
Before we call it a night, we're gonna drag this thing out and pressure wash that engine bay real good, just so it's a little more pleasant to work on. And then we'll let it drip dry overnight, pull it back in. Look, baby, it's your new heart. The power washing king himself.
Oh yeah.
You know, the first time someone said, "You ever watch pudding?" I said, "Who the hell is pudding?" I said, "I like tapioca."
Right?
Hey, here we are.
Getting you a taste of vanilla. Come on, baby.
With a side of BBC.
Don't make me look bad in front of my friends. You know when I told you we could pressure wash it?
Yeah.
I meant we could try.
Holy shit. Oh.
Little overkill. Little flooded.
Don't get too close, you'll get a free facial. What kind of used motor salesman sold you on that thing, huh?
Wait, what?
It's raining.
Might have had a little oil leak one time.
I mean, at this point, the suspension's rebuilt.
Well, look at the boots, man.
That's what I'm saying. Those things are actually really nice.
So how many miles was on that odometer?
They show 52,000. Kind of a pile all over.
Except for where it's not.
Right. That column sure looks weird. Is it just because it's bent? Let's make the car faster instead of
Safer. Priorities.
Well, we are back out this morning. Man, it rained like crazy last night. That was Oklahoma weather.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff. At least the tornadoes didn't come.
Not this time.
Maybe tonight.
You gotta get out of town before that happens. Goal 1 for today, obviously, is pluck the 454. I think, if I recall correctly, pretty much everything will bolt right in. I think we'll have a problem with the transmission mount, and we're gonna have to move a cross member. Overall, it should go fairly smooth. You having better luck with that than me?
Nope.
Is that one of the...
Someone forgot to pay the light bill around here.
Done.
Damn, that was
Yeah,
quick. That was
fresh battery and a different worn out blade.
Hold on. You gotta pull out now.
There you go.
There you go.
Done.
God bless.
We did really good on our other fluids.
Yeah, why does power steering fluid look like Pepto-Bismol? What kind of motor are you selling me here?
I only use the finest hydraulic fluid for power steering.
I do need you to see how well he did seal his trans tube.
I saw the blue RTV. I looked at it
You should
disapprovingly
learn
earlier.
something from him.
I haven't touched the
He
transmission.
didn't. I know he didn't do that.
Oh,
Well, looky there. One big 'em block 'em Chevy.
Just free floating, ready to
ready to drop right in.
Slam the front of a El Camino.
Let's just throw it at it and see if it sticks, I guess. For sale, one owner.
Tell them how rare it was.
It is rare, damn it. That's a Super 10. It's a big block half-ton truck. I mean, now it's this, which is
It
cool.
was.
Now it's half El Camino, half frame, and then that.
Well, according to Marketplace, and what that guy said was it was only worth $1,100. No one wanted to pay him for it. Heaven forbid I give him a couple thousand and buy the nice truck and not beat the poor guy up. But if y'all wanted to save it, you should have saved it, because she's short bed now.
That's a rare frame. That's the good fender. Don't hit that one.
Little side swipe. Did you get a fender bender just in the shop? How many monkeys does it take to...
Usually 4.
All the monkeys.
We ain't got a lot of dangle on our angle here.
No. Hopefully we get over the core support area and then we're close.
Don't break the windshield.
Yeah, gotta be careful with it. You want me to drop it fast or slow?
Well, probably just about like you normally do.
Oh boy. Better watch your hands, Buff.
Yeah, I'm good.
Put her down on the engine stand here. We'll readjust our chains.
And we can do a full rebuild right here.
Yeah, you can get right to the crank. Everything.
Look at that. Oh, watch your... It's pissed on him.
What the hell?
Well, how the hell? Why does it keep getting hung? What kind of cut rate piece of shit cherry picker is this?
That's what we got to work with.
Should come up, yeah.
I doubt the exhaust being still on it is probably not the wisest.
Well, we're gonna steer it towards this way. I'm just worried about this.
It's probably not going to make it.
Cross there to set.
But it's worth a shot.
Oil panda.
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just do this. It seems
Okay.
safe.
You don't got it.
Oh, dang, it is right there. Hang on.
We're squeezing.
Now back.
Tailpipe.
Is it?
Yeah, go up just a little.
Bugger.
Yep.
Take it out of the way.
Okay, you're gonna get caught on the flange of the firewall.
Slight clearance issue up front.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Well. Oh,
Dang it, 70s bumper.
that's gonna be tough to get around.
That one's spinning.
This is an Arizona truck, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that makes sense. We didn't need the exhaust anyway. I hate hearing.
Lumber hack.
Lumber hat.
Lumber hack. We just had to hack those studs to get that off there.
Now, that's performance exhaust there.
Well, yeah, because you see the factory stuff flowed in at that hard 90,
Uh-huh.
where that goes into a Y. So
That's the
clearly,
back pressure. We got to drill these two out on it, and I'm gonna have to remove the AC box anyway. Kind of escaped me there for a minute. If I recall, putting a big block in one of these, the AC box is actually supposed to be angled a little bit on the factory big block cars, so you can actually get to things on the engine. So we'll just have to put an angle on it. Okay, that's a lot stronger than I thought it was.
It needs a little more angle at the bottom.
But the hammer's too small.
Putting your
go,
hammer
see?
ain't big enough for me. I swear to God, if someone cries about me ruining this El Camino, your standards are way lower than mine, and they're pretty low. Almost there.
I could have used that fan motor.
The starving child could have eaten that AC box. Well, there's still a chance that I would install a non-AC box in this at some point, so I'm not going to cut the wires.
I mean, it's race car. It's race car things.
Is it a race car?
It's kind of a
Are we
race car.
going full-blown race car?
So you can at least run 18, I'd say that's a race car.
It's 18.
I
So, this is going to run 17.3 all.
Woo!
We'll be bracket racing world champions.
I wonder what gears this thing came with.
About 256.
Oh, perfect.
Kind of nice to have someone around who knows what the hell they're doing.
Just show me when you find them.
Yeah, I've been looking. Now make sure you do it in the most difficult way.
Yeah.
You get burned? I didn't need that one.
Oh, man, it's like just coming right up, yeah.
I heard the squeak of victory.
Sound like two mice chit-chatting.
Or getting murdered.
There we go. Get that little, oh, there we go, right there. Perfect. Now back. And down she goes. All right.
Good ship.
Yeah.
We know we couldn't get the last one in without destroying the cap, so let's put this one in with the cap on.
Oh yeah, actually, let's take the cap off.
Let's pull the cap.
Oh, come on.
Well, we have run out of hoist room. We don't want to pull the bumper.
I'll jack it.
Yeah. So if you lift the trans, it'll theoretically kind of swivel it in there.
There. Half inch. Oh.
Home run? Home run? Home run! Yeah! God, I love Chevys. You just put it in. And it's got lots of room too, actually.
It's not bad.
No. See, we definitely needed to remove that though. That wouldn't have made it. See, I didn't do that for no reason. Let's get this sucker landed. They go on top, just on top of it. It's a little twisted in here, isn't it? We're close though.
Yep. Okay.
There you go.
There we go.
She sounds like she slid into place.
Yeah, it's pretty well there. We got to get a different transmission mount though, or punch a couple holes in this. One or the other. It's close.
Yeah.
We may have to drill the frame, and you're on top of the fuel line, I think.
We don't need
That
fuel
help?
lines.
Yeah, that's better.
So it's because of that kick up there. It's hitting the floor. That's still up there, unfortunately.
Right. The one place we have floor. It does need to go back.
All right, so we are running into a little problem with our cross member here. It's got a big kick up on that side, and that's to clear the catalytic converter. What we're going to do is just clearance the floor pan. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of floor left in the first place, so if we're putting in some sheet metal, it doesn't hurt anything to just, notch it a little.
There we go.
Is that an AM/FM?
AM only.
Oh!
Oh wait, 8-track.
Oh!
We scored.
That's a win. Let's just carefully, gently delete this. Hey, that column's out of a different car. We can still bolt that up. It's tilt. Dang. It winds up right underneath the brace here, and the body brace is the only thing holding the cab of this thing together. So we're going to pull it out and try to flatten the cross member.
It's out.
Yeah. That's where it's rubbing right there. Violence will fix it.
Heat and beat.
Here's the new plan. We'll slice an inch out of this and then reinforce it somehow.
Real accurate stuff here.
I like it. That's how I do it.
That's the pry bar built on.
Nice.
All right.
Hell, that'll fit now. That works.
I'm sure y'all's factoring important things like pinion angle and stuff, right?
I mean, it was factory.
Yeah, it looks good to me.
All right.
Yeah.
Just as long as we look at it.
We're going to need a drive shaft because the Turbo 400 is just a hair longer, and our other drive shaft is bent, and we need another yoke. So,
Going to the seal.
yeah, all the way to the seal on the trans,
Yep.
and then to the face of the yoke, 59.5.
Okay.
Call it 60.
Got the one piece of metal out of the scrap cabinet that's just begging to be fit in there.
Got some cardboard aided design going on here.
Had to go open a new shock because I ran out of other material.
Now, Puddin's over there doing what he does best, and I'm doing something I know how to do, which is wiring. We got to move all the starter wiring to run through the front on a big block because it's too tight. You can't run wiring down the sides with a manifold. So
It'll
it just
basically melt.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we just cut all these pesky fusible links and such out of the way, and you know, that wire, that's in good shape there. That's how you want it. It makes it easy to strip like that. See? Boom, with your fingers. Dang.
Fit up's a little rough, but chill well.
You call that rough? I call that done. And meanwhile, got some wire extended here. Get the starter hung on here. We're just gonna piddle away here.
What you jacking with now?
I'm gonna hang the starter. Little pro tip: if you got an extra jack stand, you can hook up all your wires and then lift the starter into place on a GM starter.
That's a brilliant thing. That's a heavy thing.
They are. They suck. Not my first choice, but it is here and it allegedly worked. So you can see what we got for a fuel system, or what we don't have. Yeah, I've seen worse.
Yeah. I mean, there's some still that's clean, so.
And it's empty.
You said you bought a bunch of fuel filters, right?
Yes, I did. This would be a fuel filter every 50 miles or so kind of car. Well, we're gonna pull that tank anyway, and since it looks like it's not that bad, when they're not that bad, maybe you can clean it up a little and make it not that good. And that's a different, you know, that's a different level. You gonna drop tank, Buff?
Yeah, I can do that.
You do that, I'll throw a radiator in and trans cooler.
I'll get that adjustable mirror working.
Okay, is it doing good?
No.
Oh.
It's doing about as good as the rest of the car is.
Do you want to jack the car up?
The car is jacked up.
Okay. I got me a genuine Chinesium radiator here. I'm gonna throw in. Better safe than sorry. These usually do a pretty good job. This is a racing radiator. It says so in the ad. Dang, look at that. It fits right in the rubber bounce.
Fits.
Yeah.
Amazing. Quite impressed.
I don't know about our fan shroud. We may not get to have one of those.
I don't think big blocks need them.
No, they don't. They
But-
cool real well.
So good.
It might actually fit. I mean, it would have been good to do that beforehand. Huh. It don't work. We were trying to put it in upside down.
May try to fit better if it's the wrong way up instead of the right way up.
It actually works. It's pretty good.
We've got 4 bolts loose started by him. It's gonna work.
That's right.
A little dirty and dusty, but we got the gas tank out.
This thing's so close to rubbing that pulling that this way for that 16th might be the difference in clearing or not. Well, this side made a huge difference. She sits in there crooked. We got a 16th down here, but a quarter down here, so.
Well, oh. Yeah, it picks the whole deal up a little, just a little. Sold me a defective quadra junk. Look at
If
that.
it was good, it would have been called a quadra-jet.
It's got a piece of I put it on the car and it wasn't quite right. Piece of the gasket is sticking out of the secondary there. It's holding the secondary butterfly open. We just scraped that out of the way. Should be good. Oh, there we go. Maybe? No. Oh boy, this thing's we're gonna need a carburetor. This is not how you fix this, people at home.
You fix those by throwing them in the scrap trailer.
Yeah, me too. There we go. Look at there.
Good as new.
Pretty much, we're just waiting on some parts for a minute here. Oh, we got to work on the gas tank. You pulled that, Buff.
Yep.
Let's do that next. Oh.
I mean, oh wow.
No, that's bad.
If you could smell that,
That's
there is a baffle.
yeah. These in the 70s, it was kind of a problem. People were stealing fuel, so they put these baffles in there. You can't siphon out of them. Well, they don't pick up on camera, but
It'll pick up if you turn this upside down and see what come out of it.
yep. Suffice it to say, the fuel's really nasty. I'll see you right now. Yep. That don't look good.
5 gallons.
Smells great.
We're gonna try to power wash out this gas tank. Maybe we can reuse it. Be great if we could, but we can knock the chunks out of it and see what we got to deal with after that.
This we pressure washed up because we ain't got much of a choice. That actually has some surface rust on it. The tank, I went in there and just noticed it's more of a gum than it is rust. And we're not gonna be able to get that with a pressure washer, so we're probably gonna have to do a little soak in there.
I'm gonna fix that sock.
Yeah. Fixed it.
There we go.
Oh, one little piece. Oh, that was the good side right there. Nice and strong.
Go ahead and get an external transmission cooler stuck on here. Just, I prefer it over running it through the radiator. And they're relatively cheap, less bloodbath when we do start it. We're still waiting on a transmission mount anyway, so we're just slowly picking and nibbling at it. I had to buy Super Clean for the first time in a while. As you know, they provide me with all the Super Clean I could ever want. But
You ain't at home.
this thing's baby is full of varnish. Super Clean will cut that varnish. We're just gonna have to let it soak for a while.
Just a little shaking and I can see the foam turn into brown color, so
Already?
that's a good sign.
That smells better already.
I got a throttle bracket on. We got action here. You gotta let that gas tank marinate for at least an hour or two, you know. We're gonna get some gauges in the thing. That way we can keep an eye on it when we fire it up. What are we doing for an instrument panel on account of the hole? There ain't much.
There's some sheet metal tabs hanging. Plenty to self-tapper too.
Self-tapper or zip tie.
Show up when I'm done doing the hard work. That's the hardest I've pushed or pulled on this thing yet, was getting that sucker to pop loose.
Ew.
She was working in the pickup too.
That's a kind of amazing.
Yeah, kind of surprised.
Reinstall the column. Oh yeah. Man, we got all the luxuries in here. And that column's about as good as the one in the wagon too. I'm already used to it. Don't pull too hard. Look at there. What do you think about that? That's for racing.
Here, let me close the door and smile. Just see if you look good in there. Oh yeah.
Hi,
Yeah.
Mom. Oh, safety first.
Don't show that at
God,
Ted.
let me out of here. Why'd you even pick this up? I mean, I'm having second thoughts again. Like, the big block is cool, but that was already here. You should have left it.
The fender says why they saved it.
Classic.
She's a classic.
It's a real classic automobile.
Look at the look, just timeless. She's gonna run a 17.
It's a big one.
What's it gonna run, Bill?
Probably 13.
Whoa! Bill has too much.
El Camino is lighter.
That's true. And there's not a lot left of it.
Yeah.
Well,
Biggins.
that's a zip tie.
I only break those out for special folks.
Thank you. Does Mortsky get to use them?
Nope. Well, that was supposed to be hold that tack on.
Wait, what?
If you need a zip tie that bad for that girthy for them gauges.
They're big gauges.
There's 3
There we
of
go. God.
They're not letting us down the track.
Look at that.
Makes
And
sense.
it flexes with the bumps.
Yeah.
That's how you want it. So, no, I'm not going to use your big zip tie for this. I'm going to use a hose clamp. We should hook the battery up and see what works, like electrically.
What doesn't
Speaking.
catch on fire?
If it catches on fire, I'll be. I mean, Puddin's going to have a bad day, but I'd be pretty happy.
Not me.
Fire extinguisher's over there, so.
No, we're not using that.
No. I'm gonna hop in that and show y'all how to drag it outside. We're gonna get some marshmallows and have a good time.
That'd be a way better weekend. There we go. That's pro. We need to wire that tack. Let's see if it burns down first.
Okay.
I don't see sparking yet.
Theoretically, the car has power, unless that one heavy red wire is supposed to be
lights
hooked to
light up?
something.
No lights are gonna light up because I don't see a single one plugged in.
No, turn the key.
It is.
Yeah! Sorry, got excited.
That's what I said.
That was a good sound after a couple days of thrashing. I guess I was celebrating I didn't hear that fan smacking that.
Yeah.
And I had to work the
Yeah,
bottom.
wind it a couple of times.
Okay. Now it is.
Yeah, now
Now
it's
it
good. There you go. You can come down now.
Kill my high.
Here. Crank it.
Sorry. Well, they're not.
Did you break it?
She had one good one in her.
Yeah, damn. Well, it's done for now. Slam it in park. Hell, you can see the ignition switch. Just doing it. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it to kick off right away.
No, that thing just started right up. I was not ready. Yeah, that must have just had just a little bit of fuel in the
Yeah,
bowl
it
there.
idled pretty good.
Yeah. Well, this needs an oil change before we do that again.
Yep.
But that means it runs. That means it'll probably even charge and everything. I mean, this stuff is working. There's just nothing's hooked up to nothing. Try the cruise.
It's missing wire.
Got our transmission mount. It's time to put this in. I ain't even looked at it. Good Lord, man.
She'll hold.
Yeah, I would think it probably will. Good
That's
Lord.
beautiful.
Puddin's beautiful cross member is installed. I'm gonna do something more important like change the oil. Hiya! Oh God. I'm gonna worry about the brakes later. I was gonna look at the rear brakes. Thankfully, you can do it from in here.
Or the lack thereof, like backing plates or just anything. At least they put the drums back on it, you know. I know where a parts car is.
We need the rear end. Let's just take the whole thing.
Yeah, it's already empty.
If you sell me a rear end for $100 or something, we'll just put a rear end in it. Well, let's shovel this turd out and we could get a game plan going on the floor. This ain't that bad. I mean, it's not good. There are front floors, but there ain't much left of those. They're pretty much perforated, but we won't look too deep into that. We'll fix those
Yeah, that's easy.
and bolt a seat in. Then we're done. The interior is completely finished. I'm gonna play me some brake line roulette on the front here just to see what we're working with for tomorrow. Oh yeah. Texas car, so the one good thing about them, usually the brake lines come off. Woo! Okay. Nope. I saved it by doing it the wrong way. You can cut your brake hose, then use a 5/8 deep well socket. You can unthread the brake line from a stuck metal line that way. It's no guarantee that metal line's any good, but it's a way to do it. Well, Bub's gonna change the oil in this thing, because you never did.
I got the drain pan.
Shit.
I got the floor clean.
Yeah. What?
It's not a 5/8.
Bigger.
I told you to get a crescent wrench.
I know.
He failed. I'm gonna pop the brake calipers off. The other brake line came off, no problem. So you kind of just saw me do all that on the station wagon. This is the same car, so we're gonna go real light and fast on it. I've seen better, but it ain't that bad.
I've seen worse.
There's no, it's not glittering. Got a factory brake rotor on this side, and it's pretty bad. So we won't change that. Definitely needs the bearings packed, but they're rolling good. You got a speed square out, a Sharpie, and a fab table. What the hell's going on here?
We're gonna get somewhere to put a seat to, I think.
Well,
Just worry about the brakes. I'll install it with self-tapper so it feels right.
that piece of sheet metal probably costs more than this whole car.
See, by the time we get that cut out, it'll kind of be the size of a rusty sign of sorts.
It's a speed limit sign, just
We're still just gonna smack it into place and self-tap it.
okay.
I wouldn't make you too uncomfortable. See? Well, just, and then,
Yep. Don't cover the seatbelt hole though. We're gonna need that. Not because I'm gonna wear it, because Tech will look for it. Well, Puddin's gonna shoot a self-tapper into this.
last time I did this for temporary floor pans for a buddy, I managed to hit the fuel line just perfect. We started it, went to drive it out of the shop, and it was just pissing fuel. Looked underneath there, the tip went right through and just dead nuts on the little 5/16 line. Couldn't have hit it more center if you tried. Your car's in good hands right now.
Good.
It matches the floor body line.
How come you didn't dimple dye it?
We can do that.
I approve. I have not seen this side of Puddin', but I couldn't have done that any worse myself. Well done, sir.
So it's nice to be here at Pole Barn Garage where he'll allow me to do this.
Where we put a car on jack stands in front of your two-post lift.
It made sense to me when you suggested it.
Yep. Dang. Puddin' got them floors wrapped up good.
Beat into place, just like these bearings.
These bearings are original. They're Timkins.
Nice ones.
Yeah, they're made in USA on them. These are nice, and they're in good shape. Yeah.
They'll be better than anything you get at the parts house.
I'm gonna go ahead and have these rotors turned. See that? It's like a mirror if you were a vampire.
All right, we got a new master cylinder to replace this one that was no good. And you know how it goes from here. We're gonna go ahead and plug these parts in, then screw it. Just like about every video, we're gonna go ahead and give it a push.
I just wish you guys respected the floor more.
Well, the master cylinder's bled. Floors are now getting swept.
Now, I've been doing it all day. For every pile I sweep, they make 3 more.
Ain't you got a Roomba or something?
Yeah. I got the off-road Roomba. It's me on the golf cart with the leaf blower.
Starting body rotor. Yeah, something. You got a low beam. One low beam. This side's not hooked up at all. It's the body ground here. That's what was keeping it from working.
All right.
Marker light. That means if there's any taillight wiring in there, we could probably find it. Missing here. Look at there. Hit the dimmer. Does it work?
You even got a parking light.
Oh, yeah, and the other one's in the bed. Hell, that low's out over here, but we got all the bright. Oh, wait. Nah.
Yeah.
They got one filament out of that bulb. Need one light bulb. That's pretty good. I'll just run with the brights. Well, gentlemen, it has been about, well, I'd say 26 hours, and we all had a normal night's sleep. We didn't really hustle and bustle too much, but I think we put in about 13 hours, 14 hours today. And look what we got. A shitty El Camino.
Just what we started with. For what it is, it looks way more respectable at this point.
It does look better. It looks better in the air. I'm glad we figured out that the rear end is missing all the brakes and stuff. I mean, look, I could drive home on front brakes, but I really want to make a try at trying to run this down a strip, and you got to have brakes to do that. But we got a motor. It runs. We got lights. We didn't know we were going to have that. That's pretty good.
Floor
We got
pans.
floors. We got the front wheel bearings are done. We got as much of the brakes done as we could do, and the gas tank is still marinating. We may as well just let it marinate all night. Drive shafts ordered, measured, transmissions in, cross members modified, bolted in. Will it run and drive? Yes, it will, with every single piece of the car changed to something else. Yeah, it'll run and drive.
Minor details.
We'll see you tomorrow. Well, we're starting off today strong. Putting the oil in that we forgot yesterday. Is it done marinating?
Let's see. Let's give it a kick up. It looks like a nice fine Earl Grey.
Yeah,
tea.
I like it. We put a little sugar in that and it'd be all right.
Oh yeah, if you want it sweet, I'll dip my finger in it.
Well, let's dispose of that. Let me just put and washed it out as good as he could. And it's better. I mean, the parts you can see, they look fine.
Brand new almost.
Yeah.
It's not pitted and rusted one bit. That was all just a gummed up
Varnish. But there's baffles in these later model tanks on either side of the filler and there.
So this side's good. We didn't have no clue on this side.
Yeah.
We like our odds.
Given the fact that we don't have a choice, that's going back in the car. Buff and I got the fuel lines cleared out, flushed out with brake clean. They should be okay. They were all plugged up with varnish. Go figure. We daisy chain about 4 or 5 fuel filters together and make it so that we can change them easily as we roll down the road. It's got a shot, and if it don't work, then
I always wish it would have.
Yep. I'll throw a gas tank in. You want to hook up the fuel lines up here?
Yep.
I gave you the brass chisel, right? So it don't spark and blow ourselves to high heaven.
Yeah. Now, the key with working on a gas tank, you never ever want to use steel tools. Always replace the O-ring gasket and your cinder too when you got your tank out. Done. These strangers showed up and just started putting in a windshield.
They love it out here because they know if they scratch something, it's welcomed. They're used to working on nice stuff, so they come out here, we're like, kick it out, slap it back in. And they're like, yeah, we can do that.
Well, I'd sure like to have a mirror.
Okay, well, we'll save it. It's a nice one.
It is. It's hardly delaminated at all. You can almost see out of it. Hey, you just be glad you got a floor to sit on.
Yeah,
that didn't exist
nice
yesterday.
too.
That's nice.
The fact that people keep thinking these floors are nice is blowing my mind.
I'm fixing to make some noise.
All right. Well, that's the way to do that.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Oh yeah, she's loose.
We got 2 filters back here. Hopefully that'll keep it out of the metal line. It's gonna be kind of a turd to change it if we have to, but it's better than the alternative. For the record, I don't like putting fuel filters before a fuel pump, but we don't have a choice here. Man, there goes my title. See, it says with title on the windshield.
Don't get pulled over now because they didn't give me one at the salvage yard.
Nice.
They said you'll get it in the mail eventually.
Got it?
We're feeling pretty good now that all that primer's laid down. Woo, we'll have her done by noon now.
This seems like a critical thing to do.
I mean, everywhere else I felt like I was in the way.
We got floors, we got trim.
We're gonna have glass?
Wow.
Dang.
Have some glass.
The perfect bead.
Shoot.
Except for that top right corner, boy, I kind of fell off of it for a second.
I guess I'll need a discount. Shucks. About 30% of a brake system. We got a fuel system. Done. Oh, maybe.
Oh, fender,
Where are you going?
door. Should have opened the doors.
You have some glue on the door?
A little bit of glue on the doors.
I'm gonna be real upset about that.
Now look how simple it would have been to avoid that. Right there.
True. These guys kick ass. We got my inspection sticker. It's good. Yeah, we're down in Potts County. Auto 66 glass.
Best class guys in Oklahoma.
What'd that take them? 5 minutes?
I mean, an impressive work rate.
Now we got to go to a salvage yard. Try to come up with a rear end or rear brakes or some damn thing. Seat would be nice. Seat belts. That's a necessity. And we got to get some tires on those wheels. New wheels ain't in the budget, so we're gonna have to just wrap some new rubber on those guys. We're out shopping at a salvage yard here.
For lumber hack.
Those are factory shocks. But here's our new rear end. Freaking sway bar, guys.
Rib for your pleasure. Hey, hell with sway bar back in place.
It's got brakes.
Stuck.
Gonna take a hammer. Well, we got drums. We got a seat and belts. I may or may not have bought another car over there. It was cheap. It's a Pontiac. You'll see that eventually. I'm not spoiling it though. That's quite a haul.
Yeah, pretty good.
Not bad.
We come down here for one thing.
Got a set of wheels, bunch of parts.
Out of all the stuff missing from this ugly year of a car, we found it all right down here 20 minutes away.
What are the odds? Well, we got home with our load and some paint to paint the wheels.
Woo!
We're going high class.
Yeah, let's see her next to the color.
That's pretty good.
I mean, for eyeballing it at the hardware store.
Yes, sir.
That's gonna be good.
We got a bumper. We don't need the whole bumper, but we need the tail light housing and lenses. He just gave us the whole bumper. And I suppose we ought to start on ripping this rear end out. That's the best shot got saving this stuff. These usually aren't too bad to do as long as the bolts ain't stuck in the bushings. I'm pretty happy about this sway bar, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to break every bolt off in the control arms. So I don't know if we'll be able to use it or not, but we will eventually. Yep.
Break it off.
Yeah, the car this thing came out of isn't quite as clean as the Elk. Here's this, if we figure out a way to do it. They did these a little different than they did the earlier A-body car. They have a bolt-in mount that just slides into the control arm, and then you bolt this in, then you can bolt a sway bar to it. The earlier A-body is actually a welded-in piece. This probably isn't worth fooling with, but I'll take it home anyway. Oh goodness. Are yours spicy when they come out?
No, they're fine.
Mine are spicy. This old car has played pretty nice to this point, actually. There you go. There. Gotta love GM cars. Put a new one in about 15 minutes flat. Puddin's finally painting something.
Yeah, everyone says I need to learn paint and body, so he's giving me the proper rundown on how to do this stuff, and I guess all we really need for now is rattle can and Scotch-Brite.
Red Scotch-Brite and a can of spray paint.
He said scuff it, blow it, paint it or something.
Yeah, not necessarily in that order.
Paint it, blow it, scuff it, something.
You figure it out.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Look at that. That's pretty good. We'll get this baby all set up before we throw it in. Well, at least the lines. What the hell is that?
This is what everyone needs for rattle cans. If you think you can shake it in a minute what this thing can do in 30 seconds, you are wrong.
Well, look at the fan on that thing now.
It really does make a difference. That's good stuff. Woo, that's gonna be a good color on that thing.
It is. It's going to look great on there.
Not bad for the only tan they had available at the hardware store.
Dang. Well, it's a lot of the way there. I better call up and get a couple hardware kits. This ain't good. This is this is bad. I think I could save most of the hardware though. This side come off all right. If we could salvage a couple of them cups of springs on this side, the damn brake hardware won't be in until the morning, so we'll do what we can.
Hey, now that Dalton's gone, we can montage the camera.
For sure.
Hold on.
Just to demonstrate the kind of evil son of a bitch that I am. The new wheel cylinders we got are tapped for 1/4-20 fasteners, and the factory ones are 5/16. Puddin had these 1/4-20 Phillips and slotted screws, and I'll just install them with my flat blade screwdriver here, and the next poor bastard that has to take these out is gonna be cussing. I can already hear him. It might be me. Try to stab this together. I didn't want to wait till tomorrow morning for brake hardware because we ain't got the time.
Apparently we don't have time for new adjusters neither. Don't worry, I can restore that.
And they didn't have a hardware kit for this, but they did have a hardware kit for a 72 Chevelle, or GMA body, generic stuff here. And that should have new cups and springs that will work in this brake because they're the same width of brake, it's just the El Camino is a little bit bigger diameter. So Lucked out there, $8, so I could have 4 pieces out of this hardware kit, but that's what you gotta do. Well, you fixed up the adjuster.
She's restored.
That's amazing.
It works.
It sure does. It's a little crunchy, but it works. Buff's installed our air shock lines. I'm gonna save the wheels for the big reveal here shortly. I'm not gonna spoil it yet. I don't want you guys clicking off. Can't wait to see our air shocks. I mean, we gotta have a rear end.
Yeah, put that in.
Still, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Factory air shocks, all wagons and El Caminos. And those are GM air shocks. I got one brake done. I gotta knock out one more. Then this can get installed. The reason we're swapping out the rear end anyway is because that rear end is missing all the drums and backing plates, hardware, everything, right? Frankly, it's easier to pull the whole rear end and put another one in if you have that option. Since we have it out of the car though, welding that baby up is awfully tempting. Let's see what it looks like inside. See what kind of abysmally awful gear ratio we have to work with here. At the very least, we get some new grease in it. Let's see what's in this baby. I bet it was underwater. What do you want to bet? No, it's very, very clean. Wow. Shoot, that ain't bad.
It's not bad at all.
I mean, there's some crud in it, but it's not watery. Well, I got a 41 and a 15 on the ring gear, and that means 273s. 41 teeth on the ring gear, divide by 15 teeth on the pinion, which means it sucks. So we may as well weld her up. I've been cleaning up on this thing. Then we're gonna weld up the spider gears here, which effectively turns this into a fully locked rear end. It'll spin both all the time, no matter what you're doing. I wouldn't recommend you do it unless you just don't care, which I don't.
It's great for regular city driving and commuting.
Yes.
Every time you turn, you can just skip everywhere.
Right.
It's like being in a good mood and skipping around. Skip, skip, skip.
And then the axle goes snap. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a look here. We ain't ready for them yet, but looky there. Desert tan. I mean, I didn't think I'd like that, and I don't sitting out here, but on the car, it fits. You guarantee that?
Oh yeah, she comes with about a 30-foot warranty.
Deal.
You get out of the shop, it's
One
your
burnout.
problem.
One burnout warranty.
It looks like she's pretty much ready to fill up to me. Should take like 2.5 or 3 quarts, I don't remember.
Don't need a silly gasket when you got silly cone.
Woo! Don't be shy with it. Man, next guy's gonna hate this. I'm gonna torque these to spec.
All right, that's short.
There it is.
Down you go.
There we go. We're trying.
Damn dough 4-link. She's gonna hook, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. That's what they were known for. Their incredible traction.
I'll say, hit it with your purse, why don't you? So start looking at our list, see if there's anything I can do. Oil filter, free, everything's pre-free. Low radiator hose, brake clean. Mount tires. Taillights are kinda-ish. Master cylinder, brake hoses, wheel cylinders. Plugs, wires, that sounds like performance upgrades. We ain't quite there yet. And that may have been stuff to order, not do. But, you know, 80, 90 calipers. We're doing good. Clean after them. That's the gift that keeps on giving right there.
Oh. Hang on, I'll probably have to pull this bolt out of this shock.
Where's that need to go?
In front. As long as it makes it. Yeah, it'll make it. Are you in on your spring?
Almost.
Let's see, you did a lining jack. You gotta line it and jack it.
Yes.
She good?
It's in there.
Good news is, next day delivery, draft shaft's here. And as long as you measured good.
I think we got to swap the yoke on it.
We officially have the nicest part of the car.
The drive shaft yoke. Southwest Speed, not sponsored, but they'll ship a drive shaft to you in 1/2-inch increments. and they're less money than having one made a lot of times.
A lot of times.
I gotta change one U-joint in this drive shaft to a 1310 3R conversion joint, and I should have known that when I ordered it, but I forgot. It's hot. Bud's over there trying to make lights work.
It's gonna work.
Them are lights. Them are required for racing.
Just don't touch the blinker switch or you're gonna lose brake lights.
I got the drive shaft stuck in there, thus trying to fit that truck exhaust. I'm not very hopeful about that, but hey, you never know. What do you think?
There's room.
Really? Look at that, Buff. Man, that nice work. Puddin had to leave. He told us to FO. I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Now we're gonna bleed some brakes. Hopefully that works. Let's cross our fingers. Hope we don't have to make any brake lines. Then we are like a seat away from maybe driving it. 3-4 pumps and hold.
I'm holding.
I got jack diddly shit.
Yep, it didn't really feel like.
We have prop valves kicked over, I think, so we'll try this. And of course it's a 10 millimeter. Nothing. How does that work? Pump them.
I'm holding.
I have absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it didn't move the pedal at all.
Okay. Weird. We're having some real issues here. They did lose some. Something went somewhere. Gotta hope that proportioning valve isn't just that screwed up. I'll jump back to the rear. We'll just bounce back and forth till something happens. We got her going now. We have to just open it and have him smash it, and then we get a little fluid. All right, again.
Smash it. Oh, went down a little bit.
There we go. There's our fluid. Yeah, they're working back here. You're good. I'm gonna do the other one. I can't believe we have rear brakes but no fronts. Well, we've got 2 rear brakes. We've got 1 front brake. And the fluid looks like chocolate milk. I think we got a plug brake line on the passenger side. So we're gonna jump in and diagnose that. We have successfully managed to plug up this rubber hose, it seems. Let me pop this off real quick and we'll try to blow some brake clean through that maybe. Oh, there it goes.
And you see all that stuff that come out of it?
Yeah, there was something in that.
Now we're good.
We figured it out! We're the most smartest mechanics in the whole world.
We're the smartest mechanics in this room right now.
That's right.
There you go.
Because Hood's not here.
Oh,
Hey, it's clear.
so good.
Nice. Alright. I don't see any error either. It looked good.
Fixed it.
We should bleed that other left front since I opened it, but
Yeah.
did they feel okay?
Yeah.
Let's see. Those are, in fact, perfectly good brakes. I'll be damned. That was a little bit of a headache, but not bad. I don't know if I like the desert tan, but I mean, it's not terrible.
No.
No. Settle.
It's got all that extra weight in there. You'd think it'd want to drop. So we need to bring the back up.
Yeah, see if your air shock fix works. 50-year-old air shocks. Oh yeah, going up.
30. What do they hold?
They'll hold 90. I call that good right there.
That's 60.
That's pretty Joe Dirt.
I think it's clean enough, and with all the different filters we got in there, it should work.
We're gonna be cussing them left and right. If we gotta change these back ones too many times. We got a few things to do yet, but I want to see if it moves, you know. Let's fire it up, let it run. sounds great. Fan shroud's rubbing. Oh, oh. How's the fuel look? Doing all right. Better check drainage fluid. Yeah, I dumped 2 quarts of ATF in there because that's what we have. And the oil looking good.
Mm-hmm. About half quart low.
It's got to be pretty close on timing. I'm going to lock it down there.
Okay.
We seem to have a defective temperature gauge. It was only running at about 140 degrees.
Yeah. And now that it's sitting, it went up.
He gutted the thermostat or took it out or something. I'll be damned.
Yeah, it's 150. So it's coming up.
How long did we have that running? 15 minutes?
Yeah.
I just want to reiterate something. If it weren't for me accidentally winning this car would literally be shredded right now. It would not exist. So if you have a problem with anything we've done here, I want you to remember that. This car would not exist currently. It would be gone.
They could have bid on it.
Could have bid on it.
Yep.
Could have bid on all them cars. But guess what? There's about 2,000 old pieces of iron that no longer exist because of something I don't agree with, but that's neither here nor there. The fact is, I went out and saved one. You could save one too. $400, anybody can, pretty much. Just scrap price. And if I wouldn't have done, I mean, really, who cares about a 76 El Camino? But it's still a cool car. We have a big block in it now. The whole thing's built out of junkyard crap, and except for the brakes and the Chinese radiator. But short of that, it's a junkyard car. I mean, I think currently, including the new tires and the new windshield, I paid $250 for the windshield install, and tires, they're about $500 all said and done. And then the radiator was $150. Then the seat, the rear end, the seat belts, and I got something else from that junkyard, but that was $200. So that's all that stuff, and then all the brakes, crap like that. But we've tried to reuse and salvage whatever we can, and that has put us around $2,000 into this thing. So you got $2,000, and you have a big block El Camino. And I'm wasn't going to use this motor. I'll break it to you. I did get it for free, but I would put a value of at least $750 on that motor and transmission. I'd say probably $1,000 depending on where you're at, but at least $750. So that does change things a little, but the fact that we all have friends who have cars, probably. I mean, I don't know, well before YouTube, that's how I put stuff together. You're looking at it right here. It ain't the best, but it's still pretty cool. Let's throw a seat belts in tomorrow.
Yes.
It's been a hot, rough day, man. We might be able to go racing tomorrow. Battery hold down and an overflow bottle, and I think we're there.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Another beautiful morning in Oklahoma, and these guys are going to work on getting that fan shroud cleared up. I am going to clean the seat as best as I can, and we're going to get that bolted in, wrap up a few things, and we're going to go for a test drive.
Yeah, let's not think about it.
Boy, it's got the lean on it for sure. I mean, we're going to make this work, but it isn't quite the bolt-in solution I was hoping for.
It's only sitting at like a 45-degree angle. It ain't too bad.
Yeah.
Well, we realize it's an optical illusion.
It's perfect.
It looks quite comfortable.
It ain't bad at all. I mean, it needs to come up just a little bit in the back, but it actually fits fairly well. Put a little shock spacer down in there. That works pretty doggone good, actually. It's metal. It's better than wood, I guess. But there you go. Bolt through there. Have to get a little creative with seat belts. The seat belts from the Malibu are different because the roof is different. So they're 3-point belt, and the track is going to want a 3-point belt. So we're going to bolt what used to go in the roof right here. The lower part will bolt in, no problem. Going to be a little ghetto here, but that's okay. It's just seat belts. It's not like they do anything. Now I got to hog out this hole through this hardened metal. Sure, that'll be no problem. Go ahead and ruin another one of his drill bits. Should be fine. See, now we got seat belts, but also we have a razor sharp piece of metal, inches from your head. But it's all in the name of safety. Yeah, that'll work. Got a water bottle, big water bottle too.
Oh yeah, it was.
I think that's technically correct. Battery hold down installed. We got to make a hardware run for seatbelt bolts. It's going to be, this is getting kind of sketch, so it's going to have at least one seatbelt, but we'll get there. Now that said, the hardware store ain't that far.
Nope.
Kind of feel like you probably ought to drive this.
Cardboard shims. I think's gonna
Is that going to fix that?
clear the shroud for now.
That's,
Each side, keep it level. Balance.
I mean, normally we would just go get bolts and something that'll actually make it, but we kind of got to see how this thing does anyway, so let's drive it for the first time in 30 some years. Well, 25.
This is gonna look pretty normal going through our town too. It's not gonna look out of place.
Oh, good. Thanks.
I didn't say that, I just said it's gonna look normal. I believe in you.
I believe in me. Oh boy. Maiden voyage, baby. We're charging. It's dying. We got oil pressure. What more do you want? That's a dog. There it is. All right, we got to play with it a little bit, but
It picked up.
yeah, it cleared up. It's just that carb's probably totally junk. Transmission shifts like a bowl of macaroni and cheese.
It wasn't technically full.
Less? I don't know. Not much. It's doing pretty good. Running with that. Not bad. I think I bet never put a set of plugs in this thing.
Probably not.
Maybe we ought to pick up a set of plugs, pick up a muffler. It's got a little surging going on. We need to get, like, actually time it. Try to make it work as good as we can with the quadra-jack. I don't want to change the carburetor if I don't have to, you know. 2.5, 3 days later, we drove it to town. Let's get a little more fuel in this thing to dilute the crap. It's not the happiest. I think we're going to be changing some fuel filters.
Well, that's why we put extra in.
I don't know if this is the right move or not, but I feel like dilution is the solution. Maybe it was out of gas. That probably had like 3 gallons in it. Where did it all go?
I thought we put it in there.
Okay, well, it's full now.
Sounds like it's doing great. Oh, no. Got here just in time.
Yeah, maybe this will help some of that varnish. All right, well, we got some parts, tune-up stuff mostly.
Yep.
See if we can't make it a little bit better.
MagnaFlow only welds that in there a little crooked. Top quality. Ooh. Yeah, it'll work.
It sounds about like Big Lug. Dang, Buff. Fire extinguisher.
Race
and
stuff.
seat belts.
Chrome air cleaner.
That's
And
20
the oil
horse.
cap.
Oh yeah.
That's a freebie grab from the old motor.
Dang. Now we're making out good.
We need some accessories here.
Oh yeah. It's tying together.
Master cylinder lid.
Yeah, hood pins, maybe, if we put a hood on. We're not there yet. Tune-up would be our next deal, or muffler. You know, they say 90% of carburetor issues are ignition related. Let's hope they're right here. How's it looking? Oh my God.
Yeah. Those are what came in it. I never changed it.
There's nothing left.
Well, it goes down to like a cone point electrode. They burn clean. I mean,
Yeah, it's clean. It burned the whole thing down to the porcelain. There ain't no plug left.
I guess they're not impressed by the spark plugs I left in this thing when I first did the wheel it run. I like the old dull tips.
Yeah.
You can't say it ain't burning clean though. So these are probably gonna help, but I have faith in the old nipples. They were doing us good. That is terrible. So far they've all been 42. Oh, that one 41.
Oh man.
I'm stepping them out to 45 at least, especially since he got that new fancy cap tune-up
Oh yeah, I
kit
forgot
thing.
about that.
So that HEI is going to be firing hot. Oh, that one was good. She's 45. That's why you want to check them out of the box and not trust what they're supposed to be.
I remember something that may be pissing it off. The wires on this distributor are a little bit ate up. We may need to patch them a little.
What do you mean a little bit?
Just the bare corroded green copper.
I thought more resistance made it run hotter.
It does. It makes the wire run hotter.
We should definitely try to replace that if we could, because it's all the way up into there.
Is it?
Well, we got another distributor. We could actually, let's do that. I got a new module too. Let's just give this baby the whole 9.
I think I replaced the module.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think, well, with a used one.
We'll look.
I've got a
new one.
but I've got an Axel one. Look at there. These are good for nothing.
Losing horsepower.
For nothing at all. See that? Fast.
Race part.
That'll make it go fast. Nothing will.
We put our numbers matching distributor harness back in. Yeah, hell, that looks okay. A lot better than this. Yeah, you're right. We won't tape it up. We'll replace it, I guess.
That was good enough for me, but I wasn't trying to set a land speed record.
Do it.
Slowest El Camino at Thunder Valley. If it's the only one tonight, it'll be the fastest.
I was gonna say
It'll be
if
both.
it's the only one. It'll be
The fastest and the slowest.
You know what? I've never had a problem with winning by default. If we make this thing run better, like noticeably better, and it gets to the point where we're like, okay, I think it's just this quadra jet, and nobody here knows how to rebuild one very well, so that pretty much means we get rid of it. Well, I just had a thought. This choke wasn't hooked up, and on a quadra jet, if the choke isn't open all the way, like that, boom, the secondaries won't open. I might have been running on primaries that whole time.
That would make sense.
We gotta change the wiring. I may as well throw a new module in it. You know, those Excel modules do give you a little bit better with the well angle, supposedly. So it might be worth it. Weights, mechanical advance is good. It's got the heavy springs on it. I mean, she's probably all in by 5,000 RPM, which it'll never rev to. So that's good.
Don't mind me just changing spark plugs.
Oh, you gotta go through the fender well?
Yeah, that one's a little tight where it's at.
Big block life. Those guys down there at Thunder Valley, they never see nothing like this. Well, except for probably every Friday night. Stupid rednecks pulling up in some piece of crap they threw together.
Pretty typical.
That coil doesn't look so whippy. I mean, it's fine, it works. But I have a new one that I bought as a spare for the station wagon.
Yeah.
Let's change it out.
More appropriate.
Fire it up and let's see if we can get it close.
There we go.
Is the big notch a 0?
I thought so.
I thought so too. You don't want to idle. And the carburetor's kind of shitty. Also, I think the balancer is slipped, and because whenever I had it at 18 degrees, it was way off. And 18 is too much.
Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, I zeroed it, so we're sitting about, it can't even hold it there at 8 or 10.
There's another way we can do it. Put that light on 38 or so. Yeah, we'll check our total timing. If it's got 38 degrees of total timing, it should be about,
She was dead nuts on the total run out.
yeah. Of 38, that distributor should advance like 20 degrees, 22 maybe. It's 16 to 18 initial now, which means it should start up at least.
Ready?
Yeah, just make sure it doesn't fight us. It's fine. It's good.
She just don't like the idle.
Yep. No, it runs.
She's gonna be a dog off the line, but once we get her going, she's gonna give her hell.
That last 60 foot. So it does sound better, but that quadrajet is just not happy, and that's normal. And if any of us had any talent, we could rebuild that.
You either hate them or you love them.
I love them. I really do.
I do
promise.
too if they work.
Yeah. But I can't set them up. I've tried.
I've had zero luck myself.
So that means we go do the parts store 650, which is going to be a little too small for the big block. Or we get on the marketplace, see what we can find, but we will come up with something. Suppose we ought to go ahead and put it on the lift now.
I don't know. He said they're for lazy ass people or something. I don't know. I even want to let him use it. When he wasn't good enough for the lift, I was like, that AC ain't getting turned on.
Yeah, no, we got to do some exhaust.
I mean, some stuff you just got to draw the line. We've gone so far, it's time.
Yeah, but it puts hair on your chest.
He's got plenty of it. Y'all can see, I ain't been using using jack stands for a while.
Yeah, it's high enough.
Don't get it too high for them.
Try to salvage that. Just put a little relief cut on the top. Hope it slides off. Then we should be able to slide a muffler onto just that right there.
Buffing about the perfect spot for that to just barrel off there towards the back.
I'll push harder. Well, I tried. Ain't working.
I've got spare parts.
Yeah.
That's a turn down. We're gonna put it on there so you can go plow a field if need be.
I like how you can freehand that straighter than I could if I laid out a
You see what happened when I started using the Sawzall? Mm-hmm. Grinder. Build
No
full
bird.
chassis perfectly square. Give me a Sawzall. Yeah, right.
I did the important things like cover up the broken wheel stud on this one.
Makes sense.
The tech inspection will never know.
Like versus trying to weld up that rusty shit on the outside.
Yeah.
Just hammer it down.
Clean, I guess.
No. It looks good.
Jeez.
It will good. Someone hold it where they want it and I'll just Weld it.
Dang.
That's all right there, Tim.
That's really good. Now you're making me wish we'd have done duals, but this is easy.
Where you want to kick out at?
Probably about right there.
You like that piece? We'll run that piece.
Yeah.
Pre-cut from the scrap cabinet.
Nice. Yeah, we'll shove that on and then we just find a 90 to get it out of the car. It'll damn sure make driving it nicer.
It's real nice that where we need to weld is just right exactly where that cross member we installed is. Alright, let's figure out the...
Looks like here's a chunk of 45. They kind of start getting out there.
It's going to put it right on the tire. And then take some off.
Gives for better burnout.
Yeah, if we, you know, leave her around here, it's okay.
Alright.
It won't hurt it. Welds look like a robot did.
I'm pretty good at the robot too. Are we going to extend?
Oh yeah.
Extendo pipe.
Let's make it look, you know, on one side like we got scavenger pipes.
Stupid lift's going to be our only issue.
I knew it.
Downfall of the lift.
Oh yeah, that's better.
We want to make you feel at home.
No, thank you.
There.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Now you got a stiffy.
That'll do.
It's not bad.
Now
Sounds
that
all right.
back pressure, it runs pretty good.
You can't even tell that that exhaust manifold's cracked in half. Blew the whole budget. I don't want to fool with it. Screw it. We could put this on something else at home. It's $750. The gal at the O'Reilly, she's real young, sweet, you know. I gave her a little sweet talking.
Oh yeah.
Got that old discount.
I've had the same parts lady since I was 14, so we're pretty good up there.
Made all the difference.
Ooh, she's nice and cold.
Yeah. Refrigerated.
That's a cold air intake.
Let's throw a quadrijet in the trash. Okay. One quadrijet.
Where's the trash can?
No, I'm not gonna throw it in the trash. It is a big block quadrijet. I'm gonna hoard it. See that there? A little bit of masking tape. Holds the bolts upright so you can set them down. Because you can put a couple of them in once you bolt it down, but you can't put the fronts in. This makes life a little bit easier. Also, these adapter plates, they're garbage. I mean, they are terrible. They restrict flow like you wouldn't believe. Throw it all out of whack. I definitely wouldn't recommend them. We already got a truck intake, which is totally flat and totally garbage. An aluminum intake, just a little taller one, would do like
Wonders.
30 horsepower probably. But hey, we work with what we got here.
They went to get carb studs. He asked if I could figure out how to hook up that throttle. That's the little thingy that comes with it. And I just got a little quarter 20 with a nylock. And we're just going to lop that off and weld that together.
There we go. One Eldebrock. I'm kind of sick about this, really. We've been doing a real good job of keeping everything on a budget, minus the fact that things we can't control, like the car needed a windshield to go down a drag strip, and the drive shaft was bent by the geniuses that run, well, pretty much all junkyards. I got to get better at the quadrijets. I got to get to where I know them. I feel I'm a little grossed out, but it's shiny. But with that, I think that puts us at around $3,000 in the car. that's more than I wanted to be. I wanted to be around 25, which we were. But hey, what are you gonna do?
What are you installing now?
Yeah. Well, you guys have been fiddling around with nonsense.
Oh man, it smells good.
This throttle pedal's really hard now.
You're just gonna make a return bracket.
And we didn't make that. That was left over my script. Well, I made it, but not for this. That's why you don't get rid of nothing. Like how he hoards carbs that he'll never use again. That's me with little metal things.
I mean, we could have drilled and bolted it in there, still tapered it in there.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I would have done this, it just would have been different and it wouldn't be as good. Yeah, that's better. That's a more comfortable pedal feel at that angle. There's the hood. We learned the hard way. You gotta, when you open it, you gotta pull with it, otherwise it breaks the windshield. We didn't break it yet. You know, next time.
That'd been a tough pill to swallow.
I'm gonna write it on the hood or I will forget. Well, let's go for a test run before the big event.
Sounds pretty good.
Really doesn't sound bad at all. It kind of sounds like a redneck El Camino.
Cracked exhaust manifolds and no donuts. It's a lot quieter and not so exhaust lakey like you'd think.
Yeah.
Watch out, 16. Here we come.
It's better. It's a lot better.
Has to be better than that Quadrajet. The only thing killing us right now is gears.
Yep.
And everything else.
Yeah, the motor, the transmission, and the gears. You know, if we would have just changed all those things.
Oh, wait.
Oh. I hope it'll at least do a burnout. That's what I want. I mean, once it gets moving, it does all right. It 15s, 16s, but not a 17.
Not a 17.
Not a 17.
Damn sure not a 13.9 like Bill said.
You know what would fix this? A turbo. That would fix all the problems. The gears, the transmission, the engine, the turbo.
Too bad we don't have one more night.
I know, we could have had it done. This is gonna shock you. It's slow.
Oh.
Wow. It's better,
Okay.
but it's slow.
It went from slow as shit to slow.
Yep.
As we went to leave a minute ago, we were getting some clanking and dunking from the front, and he said he never looked at stuff too close. And we probably don't want to look at those upper control arm bushings too close, or the lack thereof. That material that's shoved out right there is supposed to be over there.
Yeah, look back there. That's probably what it is.
Ka-kang.
Yep.
We are about to head to the track here shortly. It's about a 45-minute to an hour drive. Be a good test run for it.
Yep.
See how it does. It has no control arm bushings. I didn't see it. You can race any car, so technically it is a race car.
We did achieve that.
We have achieved that. Yeah. Also, in 3 days, we have turned something that was literally going to be scrap metal into a running and driving functional.
That engine was going to scrap.
Yeah, the motor was going, I mean, at least to the salvage yard.
Yeah.
Now y'all see why.
Yeah.
I got a 4-cylinder Ford that'll outrun this thing.
I think I own any car I own would outrun this car. It seems pretty happy. You could drive this car and you could build this car yourself, and it leaves so much room for improvement because, you know, all right, you got your baseline now. Now you add gears, or a stall converter would help it so much.
She means well, damn it.
It does. Look at it. Don't you just want to love it? I hated it 3 days ago. Now I love it. You ready to hit the road?
I believe so.
Before we do that, we probably ought to go to polebarnmerch.com and get ourselves a hat and a t-shirt.
Yeah, I don't think you can race in the no sleeves, but it is a good looking shirt.
No, it's not NHRA approved, but it is a pretty trashy tank top. You want to get you a nice trailer park girl, you're going to need an El Camino, and you're going to need one of these shirts.
Hell yeah.
That's what you need.
I got the roadies.
We're going to follow him in his much nicer vehicle.
He has AC and we just have windows.
We have 2 windows.
Yeah.
Ready to go racing? So far, so good.
Yeah, the temps are good.
Yeah, what is it, 180?
And all the pressures.
There it is. Thunder Valley. Now serving Hunt Brothers Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, see, she spined it up again a little. It's fine. You don't turn on a drag strip. You just turn on the way home.
There's some $100,000 setup plus, and then there's us.
I don't know how this worked out, but I guess I'm driving this magnificent drag car.
Yeah, everybody needs a wheelman.
I guess that's me.
Nobody will beat us to the snack bar.
That's right.
Nobody.
It's right there.
Nobody.
Down the drag strip, I think that orange golf cart would do it.
Oh, you get me out of the hole anyway. Got a little meet and greet sort of deal going. We found a new driver for the car. Buff, you're relieved.
Billy's qualified. Good luck with tech.
Yeah, we need good luck.
Now we're tech ready.
This thing sounds pretty good.
Exhaust is the best part.
That guy said, please tell me you welded the exhaust.
That was the end of it.
That's how tech should be.
That's how tech goes. You got to be responsible for your own stuff.
Damn right. What a piece of shit. Any day now. $19,200.
Thank you.
Let's not roll that down too much. Paint's coming off.
Oh, okay.
I call that a success. Maybe.
Is he gonna run anymore?
I don't know. Maybe I talk him into it. Well, it didn't break. I'll take that.
He's gotta go again. I missed it. Being the fatty.
What's wrong?
Huh?
You're going again?
I think we can do better than that.
19,200?
Yeah, we can do better than
You
that.
spun like
A lot.
a lot. May have a 16 in it.
That's what I'm thinking. I think I got one more try. I will say at the top end.
Moving? Oh, no, it wouldn't do that. They
Nope.
tech inspected it.
Nope. Yep, it passed tech. It was fine after that.
Dang it. Takes off good once it gets moving. Well, that's a better pass. That's a better one. Come on, baby. Neutral. Oh no, did he shit can it? 17.8. Oh yeah. That thing's got a 16 in her. That was better.
17 something.
You missed third.
I still think there's room. but I knew we could improve, and we did.
I think you could get it into a 16.
I do too.
Let's park it, let it cool off.
Yep, it's creeping up.
Is it doing all right still?
Oh yeah.
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 Good. 17.8, boys.
Picking up.
Yeah.
I think it's got a little more in it.
You slipped third on the end of the
I know.
track.
I
think
know.
you wouldn't have done that.
I know.
Still spinning a little bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's feathering it.
I'm trying to keep it out of it. It just wants to spin.
It actually takes off
That's
hard.
probably the raw amount of power.
It's all the torque. That's the only explanation. You want to try another one?
I think we should.
Cooled off.
I think it'll help a lot. But we do have to drive it home.
Yeah, 400 miles.
Yeah. I think we got this.
Oh yeah. What he's going to try to do now is keep it in second gear, try to keep that thing from spinning, and maybe we can pull off a semi-respectable time. Probably not going to happen. That's okay. Fact is, that car was scrap metal 3 days ago, so anything's a win. $16.52.
I knew it.
16.5.
It's just a hair away from 15.
What's your mile per hour?
84.
Okay. It still spun.
I know.
Better.
But once it hooked, it took off.
Hey, we're getting there. Is it going again?
Yeah. I've never been so excited about a 16.5 in my life. All right, it's the hero nobody asked for.
But we secretly all deserve.
What we're doing. Oh boy, that's probably the worst one. 18. Yeah. Well, we tried. 16.5. I'll take it.
All right.
I'll take it.
Better than going home with a 19 and our tail tucked between our legs.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, instead of being at the salvage yard as a core motor, it just ran a 16.5 at Thunder Valley, baby.
In an El Camino. You blew it.
I know. I sat there too long and I mentally got out of the game.
But you know what? We did it.
We did.
And it did do a 16.
It's still the best looking rig out here, no matter who says what or what says who.
I know, man. We got to drive this thing home a long ways tomorrow.
That was the thing at the very end. It's like I didn't want to beat it up too bad because we have to drive it home.
And it's been good.
It has been good.
You know, there's really just something to driving home on an Oklahoma back road. You know, after drag racing, after building a car in 3 days with 3 friends. If you're not doing it, I suggest you do. It's a difficult aesthetic to capture, but I'm going to try to. I don't know what it is, but I get this like little butterfly feeling when it's like this for some reason. We have returned. It's a good car. That's a warrior here.
Truly.
This went from it's just a car, let's scab it together, to that's a hero.
There goes my hero, running a 16.
I like it.
I don't want to get kicked off the track for going too fast.
We get thrown out. We don't got a cage. Now it's time to do bench racing and make excuses. I think it probably would have run a 9, but you know, them tires. I bought the cheap tires.
Yeah,
I'd have bought the better tires.
We got the wrong color for the wheels.
The paint slowed it down. I think the brakes are set a little too tight too.
Yeah, it didn't want to come off the line. The brakes were too good.
A little more timing. Take the air cleaner off. 12.5.
Yep.
All day.
Oh yeah, all day.
To drop the tailgate.
Yeah.
That would have got us all the way into the 13s easy.
Aerodynamics.
From what it was, it just made it there and back quite reliably.
It did too bad.
If that don't impress folks, I don't know what will. Because, yeah, I got some new-ish stuff, but we can't act like that wasn't a rear end that didn't get dug out of the ground just 2 weeks ago before the salvage yard got it. That motor was plumb full of rust when I got it. The Transmission just got pressure washed to improve it. And that had all been sitting for 30, 40 years. So all in, I'd say she's pretty GUD. She's pretty good.
We gonna strap it to the roof this time, or
No, we don't have a roof rack.
we ready to hit the road?
Oh yeah. What is it, like 400 miles home?
Yep,
No problem.
it's got it.
Yep.
The short hop and skip.
It is for the El Camino.
Yeah. I was talking about for me back to my house.
Oh yeah. You ain't got too far to go.
Shameless plug. Puddin's Fab Shop YouTube channel. Check us out.
Go check out Puddin's stuff, because if you want to see next level to me for sure on builds and really follow cars as they get built week to week.
And sometimes they do stuff lower level.
Your lower level is about the best I could ever do.
But like sometimes we may have turbo T-bird sliding around trees out in the field.
Right,
That we
yeah.
don't care when it overheats. And
He and I are one and the same at our core here. So.
I didn't have a welder when I started, so
Yeah.
I know the workarounds.
Anyway, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming out. I'm sure we'll do something again.
Oh,
Bye,
yeah.
Theo.
Your friends are leaving, pal.
Cold start.
400 miles. She's got it.
Taking the back roads, of course.
Yeah, this thing's got it.
Oh, yeah. It does drive pretty good. Stops good. There's a lot to like here. Eight 8.2 gallons. We drove almost 100 miles. I mean, I'm not all the way there yet, but 100 miles, 4 full throttle passes.
Burnouts.
Yeah, and well, we drove over 100 because we drove to town and back, and that's pretty good. We're about 20, 25 miles in again. It's doing fine. It's pretty warm out already. I think it's supposed to hit 90 and a lot of humidity. So it's gonna suck for us, but hopefully the Ford's
Doing great.
car don't care. I got a hot air vent right down there somewhere. I'm not sure where, but I probably won't have no hair on that side of my leg by the time we get where we're going. We're so confident. We're gonna stop and grab a bite to eat at an old cafe. I like the old buildings.
Yeah, that was really good.
Feel good about that.
Where are we even at?
Jenny, oh, yeah,
Town
there's
hall
the town
and
hall.
police. We got you.
So let's try to find a filling station and maybe see what kind of mileage we're getting. And
Air up the shocks.
yeah, if we could get some air in those shocks, that would help. This is the best way to travel, though.
Truly.
Small town Oklahoma.
You
Find the
miss
best
all
stuff.
this on the interstate. You got to get off the interstate.
Yeah, there we go. That's 100 mile.
What?
No. Oh, yeah, that's very full. What is that? About 13, 14?
Something like that.
We got 300 more miles to go.
Yay!
Yay. We're over halfway there. 183 more miles to go. Doing 75 miles an hour in a car that was in a junkyard for the last 30 years. You know, it's no big deal. No big deal at all. I think we're down to our last fuel stop. Maybe. We got 130 miles left to get home. We just drove about 130.
Yeah.
I don't even think the valve covers are leaking.
We'll look again, but I don't think it has lost a drop.
It's not even dirty.
Nah,
No, it's
right on the money.
not burning a drop. Yes. What do you think?
It's interesting,
It's pretty cool.
like all the things you bring home.
I like it.
It is pretty cool.
I'm glad it made it. We'll do more with it.
Yeah.
I think it needs a turbo. Yeah, Chinese turbo on it. You know, send it. Or 871 sticking through the hood.
Yeah, but that's really expensive.
Too expensive. Yeah, driveway needed graded. That's good. That's good. Oh, hell.
That.
Oh, things have changed. Well, it made it. Don't get any easier than that. All you got to do is just bolt a whole car together in 3 days and drive home after racing. No big deal at all. Anyway, we'll see you guys next week on Pole Barn Garage. I have no idea what to do now, but I think I'm going to stay home for a little while. I think I've been home for 3 days in the last month. Nope. See you guys next time.
Don't forget about me!